I have set out on a journey to platinum as many games as I possibly can. It's brought me so much joy, satisfaction, and, well, anger that I just cannot stop now. Mafia, the series that makes me want to start up a racket, speak with an Italian accent, and, do my best to avoid prison. I've previously earned the Platinum Trophy for Mafia Definitive Edition, and now it was time to do the same for Mafia the Old Country. This game has 51 total trophies, 1 missable, and it does require you to complete the game on hard difficulty. There will be spoilers in this video. If you want to see my Mafia review after 100%, without spoilers, go check out that one instead. You have been warned. So as we set out to travel this journey together, make sure to grab a Coke, some popcorn, and punch the like button like it owes you some money. I also take suggestions on games to platinum next, so leave a comment with a game you want to see. Now to get to platinum, we must complete several steps, starting with step 1, complete the story. Mafia the Old Country was released on August 8, 2025 and was developed by Hangar 13, published by 2K Games. Now I want to share something very helpful with you so you avoid my pain. This game requires you to complete it on hard, so I recommend that you play your campaign playthrough on hard the first time because it will automatically unlock the trophy for the other general difficulty. So don't be me, be smarter. Now as the game starts, we are immediately introduced to the main character, Enzo. Enzo grew up extremely poor and worked in the mines in Sicily, Italy. This game takes place in the early 1900s and immediately exposes the societal gaps between the poor and the mob and the well-connected individuals. Now after leaving the mine, we get into a brief knife fight with this dickbag named Merlo. He comes up quite a bit in the game. Following the knife fight, we escape the sulfur mine on horseback, riding into the sunset with, well, no real plan. We do unlock our first trophy though, the Caruso for escaping the mine. There are 14 total chapters in this game, so strap in as Enzo, well, he eventually begins thinking with the wrong head. And not the one with the brain in it either.
Yeah, boy.
After being on the run, we are eventually found by Merlo, but quickly find ourselves being saved by none other than Don Teresi. Don is a mob boss, and somehow we stumbled onto his territory and, well, he felt the need to protect us against Merlo.
What are you doing here, Damiano?
Merlo works for another mob boss, and there's currently a truce between the families, so ultimately, my life was spared. I'm quickly taken in by the family, and I get to meet Luca, Caesar, Tino the asshole, and then Mommy, aka Isabella. Now you see why Enzo started thinking with the wrong head, right? We locked eyes, we nodded, and the stage is set for trouble. But hey, we unlock our next trophy, the Guest of Honor. Luca takes us under his wing and trains us in how to knife fight. Literally every main altercation in this game is settled by a good old-fashioned knife fight. After this training, we find ourselves being tapped to race the horse for Don Teresi. No pressure, right? New to this life and charged with racing for the family. Luckily for us, this race is kind of set up in our favor where it appears we are meant to win, no matter what. After winning this horse race through the streets of Sicily, taking our boo-boo Isabella for a walk, we earn the trophy Forza San Celeste. Now it's no easy task having a relationship with a mob boss's daughter and not getting caught, but old Enzo giving it a try. What's that saying? There's power of the plants, which takes us to a meeting with Isabella in her garden. This could be considered a missable trophy as it is optional to go do. Once you meet with her, you unlock the Garden Rendezvous trophy. Enzo, you left empty-handed though. Okay, now we go do what we were supposed to do in the first place. Find Luca and Caesar and go handle some business. After learning the art of negotiating, basically when someone is struggling to cooperate, you point a gun at them and their family. It's literally the art of negotiating in this game. We find ourselves sneaking into a heavily guarded facility to steal some whiskey. After taking back the whiskey, we accompany Caesar to pay some bandits a friendly visit. When I say friendly, I mean we shot the shit out of them and then threw their bodies into a well. Just a casual Tuesday in the 1900s. We eventually make it back to Luca in one piece and unlock the Family Business Trophy. We went from a worker in a mine to a straight up gangster. This is why I love the Mafia games. You can literally be anything you set your mind to. Now in Mafia the Old Country, we have several modes of transportation. Our feet, a horse, or a car. Turns out you can customize them all. The first thing we bling out is our horse, which earns us the Riding in Style trophy, and the second thing we bling out is a car, which then earns us the Driving in Style trophy. As we set out for a lovely riding day with Isabella, we travel through the countryside, the mountains, and eventually to these old ruins. Isabella is off exploring and doing her own thing, and I, along with Caesar, do what men do. We race cars around the ruins and try to beat each other's times. We're simple creatures. Unfortunately, while we're off trying to have a good time, this asshole bandit named Messina decides he's going to kidnap Isabella and the Baron's son, Gennaro, who, by the way, is a huge whiner and has a shitty bow tie on. We should have just left him where he was, honestly. We engage in a chase after Isabella that involves horses, things blowing up around us, and just pure chaos. We eventually jump into the wagon with her and save Isabella, securing a nice long kiss too. Well over 5 Mississippis, boys. She wants the little Enzo. It's a wrap, y'all. Anyways, rather than giving Isabella our 2 inches of dangling fury, we must go rescue Gennaro the whiner. Since these guys made me miss out on getting lucky with Isabella, I made sure to kill as many of them as I could. After maneuvering my way through their base camp, I was able to find and free Gennaro. This is not the end though. As we try to escape, Messina decides he wants to have a good old-fashioned knife fight with us that ends in me slicing him up like the meat for a charcuterie board. We eventually make it back to the compound just in time to see the boys gearing up to come get me. Too late, kids. Daddy already took care of it, unlocking a trip to the coast trophy. Ultimately, when the Don's daughter is kidnapped, somebody's going to pay for it. Now, initially, when the Don wants to talk to us about Isabella, we're shitting bricks. Does he know I played tongue wrestling with his daughter? After a moment, it appears he does not. Yet. Turns out, he wants us to go kill someone. He wants us to go kill this Ludovici dude who planned the kidnapping. But there's kind of a funny twist here. See, Isabella, she was not even the target. It was the whiner. She was just kind of caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. Which now, Ludovici, he's going to pay dearly for it. We set out to sneak into this dude's compound, and while inside, I found my first Trinacaria coin. I don't even know if I said that right, so I just swung it. But it unlocks a Bona Fortuna trophy. We also unlock another trophy for sneaking in this place and not being seen in the Phantasma trophy. While in the mansion, I found our first of the 50 pesky foxes. You remember those things from the other games? They're in this one too. After getting this fox, I unlocked the Volpe Misteriosa trophy. They really did a work on these names in here. But our boy Ludovici, he does not make it easy on himself. We eventually have to track him down and take him to Tino. Tino orders us to cap that fool, and well, ultimately, I do. But wait, you might be asking yourself, what happens if we don't shoot him like Tino's asked us to? Well, turns out, you earn a trophy for it. It's called the Man of Honor. Problem is, Tino, he shoots your ass instead. So regardless, you must do this in order to progress in the game. It's quite the stranglehold that they have on us there, huh? After these events, we are officially welcomed into the family and become a made man, unlocking the trophy, This Thing of Ours. We also got our own apartment and a real bed for once, which was cool of them to do. Kill a few people and you earn a place to sleep. Gotta love it. Eventually, Don wants to go into the printing money business. All's going great until, well, the printing guy decides he wants to go and get arrested. Now we must go undercover, meet up with an informant, and break this homeboy out of jail. While inside of this place sneaking around with the informant, I picked up a newspaper to earn the Read All About It trophy. Eventually, we find where our boy's being held, and we wait until the cover of darkness to sneak in. After finding our boy Giuseppe, he tells us that we need to get his printing plates too. You might think, that's no problem. Well, they're inside the police station with all the police in there, so yeah, big problem. But before leaving the basement, we run into one of the douchebags from the other family who recognizes us. We secure the plates and then fight our way out of the compound to deliver Giuseppe and his plates to the Don. After a hard day's work, we made our way back to the apartment to find that Isabella, she broke in. She was waiting for Daddy to get home. Bow chicka wow wow. I unlocked child support and the Lira for Lira trophy. We are gearing up for the big race, and part of that is, well, you know, trying to get a car. Not just any car. It's got to be a fast car. What's better way to figure out how fast your car is than to race it against the train? Dude stuff. After racing the train and beating it, thankfully, we earned the Full Steam Ahead trophy. If we lost, they probably should have put a You're an Idiot trophy in the game. Now, race day has come, and we are rewarded for driving fast, Ricky Bobby, because, well, if you ain't first, you're last. And if you're really fast and complete the race in under 8 minutes, you earn the Fastest Man in Sicily trophy, which I did. A lot can happen in 8 minutes, guys. Don't let anyone tell you anything differently. After winning the race in the hearts and minds of Sicily, I also earned the Everything's Golden trophy. You remember when I was spotted while letting that dude out of his jail cell? Yeah? Well, Lombra and Merlot, they snitched, which caused the police to raid our compound looking for the printing press and other incriminating items. After fighting them all off and getting into a chase, we kill old Lombra, which sparks a big meeting between the families and the Baron. Merlot, who's obviously not happy at all that his brother's dead, but he should know that stitches get stitches. Well, in this case, he got. I was happy though because I unlocked the Rat trophy. Unfortunately, the area has descended into war after the incident. Now, war, it's not real good for business in the other world. It's good for earning the trophy cold-blooded for hitting 30 headshots though. Now, Spadaro has a huge support system. He is the other Don. But our family, we really want to get rid of one of the factories. So what do? We find the foreman and eliminate the industrial factory. Now, the family is set to go to church to attend a baptism. Like a typical woman, Isabella, she's taking her sweet ass time getting ready. But it kind of works out to our benefit to be able to take her. We're currently trying to formulate a plan to be together. But obviously with her dad being the Don, it's not your typical relationship. After arriving at the church, we were preparing for a picture when old homeboy here, he gets his wig split by a sniper up in the bell tower. Who's the sniper, you might ask? Old Merlot. That guy can sure hold a grudge, I tell you what. We end up chasing this fool literally all over town. He's eventually killed by Luca, earning us the No More Running trophy for getting rid of our nemesis. There's one thing I enjoy in games, or well, just in general, it's destroying stuff. So, while escaping in this game, I'm presented with the opportunity to destroy as many vehicles as humanly possible, and I'm actually rewarded for doing it. After destroying 10 of them, I earned the Trail of Destruction trophy, and a huge smile for doing so. Games that tell good stories always have a moment in them that tug on the heart. They allow you to get close to a character and then, bam, steal them away from you. Luca brought us into this family, and in his dying words, he tells us to get out of the family if we can with Isabella. He fought valiantly, but after a deal goes bad between the families, we lost Luca to a gunshot wound, earning the trophy Neutral Ground. After this, I was able to pick up multiple weapon trophies. I earned Rare Weapons Expert for the Repeater, Modelo, Presagione, Lupara, Pump Action, and the Vendetti. After losing Luca, the entire family is filled with wanting revenge. So, Don sends us to enact that revenge after it was discovered that Spadaro and the Baron had been in cahoots to screw us over. They will not be easy to get to though, because the police and military, they're guarding them. Turns out there's a play going on, and both of these gentlemen will be there in the same box. A priest, Father Clemente, well, he owes our family a favor, and he decides he's going to smuggle me in through a sewer system. After navigating through the building where I find where they're at, the Baron is the only one that's in there, and I decide to stick my blade right through the man's throat. Now, Don Spadaro, he interrupts, and the Baron, he falls over the balcony, causing a little bit of a scene to start. Now the chase is on to find Spadaro and wrap this thing up. I end up fighting my way through all of his men, the police, and so on until I get into a knife fight with Spadaro in the sewer basement of this building. With Spadaro dead, I narrowly escape thanks to Father Clemente, and I deliver Spadaro's ring to Don Teresi. After visiting Luca's grave with Isabella, our plan to go to America is now set in stone, and I unlock the most dutiful soldier trophy. Now, before I can leave with Isabella, there's still a little cleaning up I need to do. We track down several individuals who are remaining from Spadaro's army. I go after and kill Mazzone without alerting any of his men, earning the Silent Hunter trophy, and then I kill Cassini before he reached the Salt Flats, earning the Not So Fast trophy. For this one, all you gotta do is blow up the car closest to the garage, and then, well, he can't drive anywhere. It makes it much easier. The last dude we need to take out, he thought he would be safe at a church. Now, I personally would not have wanted to do this to a dude at a church, but the mob, well, they don't care. I end up shooting this dude named Costa, earning the Everything You Deserve trophy. Now, with all the loose ends tied up, it is time for Isabella and I to escape this life and start new in America. Unfortunately though, Don Teresi, he knew about everything because Isabella, she was giving confessions to the priest. Oh yeah, Isabella, she's also pregnant. Not sure if I said that or not, but when I said child support, that was legit. Anyways, as we are about to board a train, they're waiting for us. Turns out Don Teresi, he does not approve of our relationship with his daughter. He definitely does not approve of us dumping our kids off in her swimming pool either. Fortunately for us, that volcano there decides to blow up right as we are about to die. We end up getting into a fight with our best friend Caesar and fighting our way through all of Don's men as we try to find Isabella. We end up getting into a knife fight with Don Teresi, where it all started. The mines. After a fight with Teresi, we kill him. Caesar comes in for a big hug. Enzo thinks, that's so sweet of you. We can bury the hatchet. Nope, Caesar stabs the shit out of us and kills us. Great friend. Turns out he was legit upset about us moving up the ranks, or maybe the fact that we banged his cousin. He didn't tell us which one, and yeah. We were dead before we got to ask. After this, we end up taking over as Isabella for a little bit. She escapes the grass of that asshole Tino. She does something I wanted to do all game. Killed Tino. She stabs him multiple times and then is dead set on trying to find Enzo. She's even screaming out for him like Rocky yelling for Adrian.
Cesare, where is he?
Then Caesar walks into the frame and drops the news that Enzo, he don't live yet no mo. After this tense moment, we earn the Only Way Out trophy, quickly followed by, because I'm an idiot, the Old Country trophy for completing the game on any difficulty. When I started the game, I read it wrong, and I thought you had to beat it on any difficulty and then do a hard run. Well, I was wrong. Could have saved myself time, so don't be me. Oh well. Now it's time for Step 2. Trophy cleanup time. Alright, so there is an open world aspect to this game that is accessed after you beat the game. There are also 50 mystery foxes, 23 photograph locations, 20 Saints card locations, and 50 newspaper locations. Some of these can only be accessed through the campaign though and collected while you're in the campaign. So what do you think that I did first? You guessed it, I pulled up a guide from Power Picks because they rock, and I started a new campaign on hard mode. When starting, the first thing I did was I equipped a charm where I unlocked the protected trophy. Might help to do that, just FYI, as they give some perks. I also unlocked Salvatore's Apprentice by cracking a safe without finding the combination. Don't ask me how I already knew the combinations because I will never tell. Do you remember that foreman guy? Well, there's a trophy for actually reaching his office without alerting any enemies. Not sure why I did not do it on my first run, but I earned the Old Ways trophy on this hard mode. Sometimes I feel like I make this trophy hunting stuff harder on myself. The other trophies I unlocked pretty quickly were Bombs Away for killing 10 enemies with explosives, Secret Assassin for killing 20 enemies with knife takedowns, and Good as New for fixing a broken vehicle by using the crank. After finally beating the story, again this time on hard though, I unlocked the True Soldado trophy for beating the campaign on hard difficulty. But I still had a few more trophies to go to earn the coveted platinum. I eventually saved up enough money to buy all the cars, earning the Finer Things trophy. Then I drove like an absolute maniac down the railroad tracks and jumped a vehicle over 40 meters. And then I drove at 120 kilometers an hour for 15 seconds to unlock the Getaway Driver trophy. 15 seconds is actually a long time when you're trying not to freaking wreck. Remember how every fight in this game ends in a knife fight? Well, there are 2 knives in here that have special abilities. The Scanatoruri, I don't know if that's how you say it, and the Rosalu knives. Rosalu, you basically just perform takedowns, which we did throughout the game, but the Scanatoruri, you can actually throw them. After killing 5 enemies with each knife, you unlock Live by the Blade trophy. And after I did all of this, I had to do the collectibles, which I earned the Mystery Fox Domination and the Collector trophy to get all of those done. But this left me with 1 trophy standing in the way of my coveted platinum. I had to defeat Don Teresi in the knife fight without taking a single hit. This is actually a little bit tricky even on the lower difficulty because he has kind of a weird attack pattern. There are 3 checkpoints in the fight though, so if you do get hit, just load the previous checkpoint. After a few attempts though, I was able to earn the Worthy Opponent trophy. Round of applause in your living rooms, please. Then I had the oh so lovely platinum trophy pop up for The Dawn, completing the Mafia Old Country Platinum Trophy run. As I said in the start of this video, I love the Mafia games. This game is exactly what I wanted from Mafia, and I was so happy to play it and get the Platinum. I cannot wait for the next Mafia game to see what Hangar 13 has in store for us. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch this Platinum Trophy video. Please hit the like button, subscribe with the bell button checked, and leave a comment. As always, be cool to people.